Hi there. Since the invention of computers way back in 2015, it didn't take too long before people can figure out how easy it was to be an arsehole across the globe, thanks to these two things: a keyboard and a little something called
the internet.
One of the true joys of social media is the immediate connectivity between artists and musicians all over the world. From sharing the gifts and offering encouragement to one another, or extending some help and offering words of wisdom. Now, I've personally been lucky enough to experience a key moment a few years ago. I uploaded a Alien Ant Farm drum cover way back when, and Mike Cosgrove, who's the Alien Ant Farm drummer, actually saw the video and commented and all that sort of thing. So just something like that meant a lot to me because, as a kid, Alien Ant Farm Smooth Criminal was one of the first singles I actually bought with my own money. So I was obsessed with his playing ever since. And still am. So just something like that was really cool to experience because that shit meant the world to me at the time. But of course, along with that comes the judgment, the ignorance, and the gatekeeperism. And look, I kind of get it. It's the payoff of never having to do the face-to-face with the person you're talking shit to because you're thousands of kilometers apart. Even if that person might be fairly accomplished in the field that you both share, which in this case is, of course, the drums. Now click on any semi-viral video that's going on at the moment that's showcasing someone's amazing chops, their speed, skills, or the fact that they're simply a woman playing the drums. And it probably won't take too long until you find an array of dudes jumping in the comments saying how someone's playing might not be musical, maybe how someone's a one-trick pony, or they're merely using their sexuality as a means to get through in an industry typically dominated by males. Now, one of the more recent and very popular rage baiting series going on IG and YouTube at the moment is the Drumeo series, Drummer Hears Song for the First Time. Now, for those who might not be aware, Drumeo is actually a very successful online platform to educate drummers, and their great success is attributed to all the huge drummers that come through the page and do classes and instructionals and playthroughs and that sort of thing. Off to the side, Drumeo do a series where they show drummers a bunch of songs which they hopefully haven't heard before. So those drummers would be like, I have no idea what this song is, and they take out the drums from the song, and now it's up to the drummer to pretty much make up the parts how they think the song might go. So that's where you really see where the skill set of the drummer comes into play, where it comes to improvisation, part writing based on what goes where in the song and relevance, all that sort of thing. So it's really cool to see. Honestly, it's fairly hit and miss with these sort of things. Like a lot of the time they're actually really cool, and then there's some times where you're like, oh yeah, it's a little weird, but thumbs up anyway. But that's fine. For the most part, the fan base can be pretty supportive in the comment section. They're like, hey, that was really cool. And then you get some instances like this example. Now, a recent dumpster fire comment section would be found in the Instagram of Drumeo's Chris Drummer Hears The Who's Bubba O'Reilly for the first time. Now, Chris Drummer, or Christina Rebelchenko for short, has a huge online presence with about 1.5 million subs on YouTube and 1.3 million on Instagram as of today. So a lot of her online streams are comprised of people requesting songs to her, and I'm sure there's a whole bunch that she's never heard before. So it's up to her skill set and her improvisation skills to adapt, her playing to the songs that she's never heard of, and hopefully she can get through it. And people just keep requesting these things, and it's done really well for her, obviously. Anyway, cut to Drumeo releasing a short teaser on Instagram of Chris pretty much admitting that she hadn't heard of The Who's Bubba O'Reilly before. Now cue the barrage of sourpuss old heads who are coming at Keith Moon's defense, screaming at why someone in their 30s hadn't heard of a song that's well over 50 years old.
I don't know this song.
Call me extremist, but I can't believe some drummers on the show don't know some of this songs. Almost disrespectful. How could you even be a drummer and not know who Keith Moon is? Top 10 of all time. Goats. Even the young musicians should know every classic rock band in their stuff. Cannot believe she hasn't heard The Who ever. Not a good thing to... How can a drummer does not know The Who? The level of ignorance of the young drummers is unbelievable. She looks like a little girl until I watched this video. And now I'm having second thoughts? What the fuck? Okay, she's 28. And she hadn't heard of The Who's Bubba O'Reilly. And you know what? Me neither. I'm 36. Fuck. Now, the best part about these comment sections is that for the most part, it's probably just jaded old heads who are sour that they never made it, and they're just projecting onto other drummers that well surpass their talent threshold faster than you could say Neil Peart. Speaking of other skilled drummers versus your uncles on the internet, let's have a look at another accomplished musician doing their thing, but obviously copying some shit online as well. Now, Molly Rose Drums actually got a shout in the first video, being a victim of Colby Fulton's sharing but not tagging initially until some of us brought it up in the first place, which is nice. So I figured I'd reach out to Molly and ask, hey, are you copying lots of shit from dudes online as well? And she's pretty much like, hey, do I ever? I made videos about it, and she sent them to me. So let's have a look at those now.
None of those people were there to see you. So, the truth hurts, but if the band has a drummer that looks like you, they're going absolutely nowhere. When you're not very good, but you make up for it with attitude and backing tracks. Hey, I mean, you think what you think. You're about as good as an average 14-year-old these days. Lame, ... Real musicians are dead. You are beautiful the way you are. Oh, thank you. Ditch the nose ring. Only cat'll have them to be led around. That was nice and then not nice, but thank you. Please stop playing the hi-hat like that. It means don't use your left hand on hi-hat. Also, don't twirl sticks. You don't have the musical pocket to swirl sticks. I don't charge for lessons.
Isn't the internet amazing? Now, as usual, I'm not here to provide some sort of solution for this very common online epidemic. I guess all I can do is make a video about it and hope people would sort of realize that, you know, some of us do take in whenever there's negative comments said about someone that's unwarranted because they're better than the person at something, or they're just, I don't know, shit. Or I can just revert back to 15-year-old Fimdrums and talk shit back at them online. Let's go. Anyway, thanks for watching if you've come this far. This one may have been a bit shorter than what I wanted, but I had some free time and I wanted to just, you know, whatever. Yeah, there really was no point to that, was there? I think for the next one, I want to look at AI and drummers, which is a pretty questionable combo depending on how you're using it anyway. So keep an eye out for that one. I think I got some awesome work ahead of me. So thanks for watching.